Hey guys, this is Strider Prime bringing you a new edition of Build Time with Strider Prime. And yes, you are seeing one very, very big model kit, you could say, or a model set. This is Revell's 1/72nd scale Maverick's FA-18E Super Hornet and Maverick's F-14D Tomcat from the upcoming Topgun Maverick movie that I believe is coming out this year. Hopefully it comes out this year so we can all see it and enjoy the spectacle that it is, Top Gun. Now we all remember Top Gun. It was one of the best aerial aircraft movies back in the mid-80s. There were not that many before that. I mean, I know that during the 80s they were trying to simulate Top Gun. I know there was a movie called Iron Eagles. That was one, and there was various sequels over that. I don't think there was ever another sequel of Top Gun other than what we just mentioned. Right now this is technically part 2, sequel of that. And I know somebody's going to probably tell me, oh, well, there's this movie and there's that movie. But I remember a few movies back in the mid-80s that they used stock footage from what do you call it? From Top Gun, and used it from Iron Eagles. So it's like you don't normally see any other movies that did something else differently. Not even prop plane air combat sequences. I don't think I ever recalled any other World War II movies updated to, using World War II aircraft, other than what was it, Pearl Harbor and Dunkirk, that was a great series of that. But that's of course World War II. And then for modern aircraft, there was the Flight of the Intruder. I completely forgot about that one. That was based off the novel. What was another one? Well, we all remember Behind Enemy Lines. That was actually a great movie showing off the FA-18 Hornet in all its glory. I don't think that was the Super Hornet. I think that was the regular Hornet, but I would have to go back and watch the film again. And of course, if anybody has other movies that's shown in modern aircrafts, other than, and like I said, I already mentioned Iron Eagles, so that's an F-16. We all know that. I don't think they ever made a F-15 movie out there. But prove me wrong and comment below and let me know if there was a movie out there that had some great aerial footages back in the mid-80s and maybe even the 90s where they use modern aircraft or even old aircraft. But yeah, seeing this reminded me of the days when I was going to Toys R Us, and the only company that was making the Top Gun fighters was Testers, and they were making the F-14 Tomcat. I don't think that was the D model, but then again, they never put the lettering after that. For the Russians, they made they did the F-5 Adversary aircraft, and I believe excuse me, I think the other aircraft that they use, and I don't remember it, the A6. Well, they call it the A4 Aggressor, and then there was another one called the F5E MiG, which was basically an F5. So obviously they could not use Russian aircraft at the time. They have to say, oh, because this is a different color scheme, or it's black, it's Russian. So yeah, with that being said, I'm glad that was great at the time. I remember getting the F-14 Tomcat. I think I built it, but I never painted it. There was a time when I wasn't painting back in the mid-80s. But then I saw that now Revell started to make some Top Gun aircrafts, and I remember going to Michael's. I've seen the 1/72nd scale aircraft that you're seeing right here, but individual. And those aircrafts were just basically static aircrafts with no undercarriage, no wheel well, no maybe a missile here and there, but it was few parts, like 20 parts each. So 20 parts for the F-14, 20 parts for the FA-18, and that's it. there was the 1/48 scale version kit that I was actually considering of getting, and it was like $29, like close to $30. And seeing it, I was thinking of buying it, but then I'm constantly reminded of the time when I built my F-14, my FA-18 Super Hornet. Not only was it a Super Hornet, it was like a regular Hornet, but I don't remember. This was like years ago, like over 10 years ago, when I went to the hobby MosquitoCon and brought that aircraft to the show. I had no clue what I was doing. I followed the instructions in the manual, and I did what I could with it. And all right, fine. It came out nice. I didn't win anything, but it allowed me to understand what to do and try something different. But I didn't want to buy another another Hornet, because I did not know where to put it. It's a big aircraft. And I was actually looking into the possibility of getting an F-70, a 1/72nd scale version. But when I went to this store called TechToys, it's in Route 46. And just look it up online. It's called TechToys in New Jersey. I went to the store, and I remember going to that store maybe a few months ago, and they had the big ass 1/35th scale Hornet, Super Hornet. That was like $95. Could have bought it, but then I saw this, and I'm always a sucker for sets, movie set type things. So I got it. I have it right here, and now, yes, I'm going to build it. But not only going to build, and it's going to be for MosquitoCon. I don't know if I'm going to build both. I'll definitely start with the Maverick, with the Super Hornet, and then, if I have time, do the Tomcat, because we all love Tomcats. So this one cost me $60 plus tax, $63. As you can see, this thing has more parts than the other ones that are 20 each. More information. There's attentions, there's Achtung, all that stuff. This is actually Revell from Germany's brand. And according to this, the Hornet is 91 parts, while the Tomcat is 111 parts. So I said, okay, that's what I want. It also includes paint, glue, and a brush. So let me adjust this so I can actually open up this box so we can all see this in all its glory. I've seen people do some reviews and builds of this, especially the 1/48 scale. There's a guy who I watch on YouTube, oh god, I think it was Scale Modeler Addict, I think it is, or I am kind of probably saying it wrong, so forgive me if I am. Where are you? Library? No, history. It was like a few weeks ago. I was like watching a lot of videos. Trying to see where to go with this. I'll find it later on. Oh, Scale Model Aircraft. Yeah, he does some great builds. Okay, so let's open this up. Obviously things shift around here. We have the kit in 3 bags, I see. First bag I'm seeing here is Revell's Contact Professional Mini Glue, I guess. And then we have the acrylic paint. Mind you, I am actually thinking of using all these paints because these are acrylic based. I just don't know if this is a paint that I can actually water down and apply it onto an airbrush. So let me know if I can do something like that. Here's the bag that represents the Hornet, or Super Hornet. See, that's parts right there. That's not just like 2 screws on this. We have fuel tanks, weaponry, wheel well. Yeah, basic design. I like this. Of course, we have now the. Wow, that's a lot of detail for this. with his Tomcat. Now, understandably, we have to remember, I don't think this is a new mold. This is just existing molds from his existing model kits from Revell's line. But they'll probably add a few things here and there that we probably won't even know. So I can't, confirm or deny. Ooh, my God, look at this booklet. Ooh, this thing is nice and beefy. Let's review this. Oh my God. Touching a box like this is not the same as touching a box like a Gundam box, because a Gundam box you could tell how it is, but this one actually you know what, it just reminded me of me opening up the I would say the 1/72nd scale Robotech Changer fighter kit from back in the late 80s, you could say, when Robotech was starting to become a thing. That brings back memories. So this is an interesting guide, good detail on what to do, how to review the manual, what tools to use, how to remove parts, how to clean them. Oh, look, using soap and dishwashing detergent, decal removal, which of course I'm not seeing it in the bag, so it must be in this manual. So here's the collar guide and what to use. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you guys maybe you can see this better. There we go. So clearly it begins with the Tomcat, the assembly of the cockpit, the detail of the HUD and all that stuff. I see some blacked out parts, so it must be parts that you're not supposed to be using. I could be wrong, of course. And then from part of the aircraft, even what to do to glue it so you can, put it together and hold it in. Ah, here we go. Let's put this to the side so we don't ruin it. This is actually one of the most well-detailed manuals I've ever seen. Normally it's the kind of like the manual that I used to build the tank, the truck and the tank last year, where it's just nothing but black and white. But this one is at least color coded. And then of course, if you want to have the aircraft with the wheels inside, or basically the cover of the wheel well, or exposing it. Clearly we're exposing it because we want to at least show it off. The placement, the assembly of the missiles. This is the one thing I remember about the Tomcat. It was like the only aircraft to fire the Phoenix missile, and there was no other aircraft that I think supported that missile, not even the Hornet. Here we go. So here's the paint job. This is what it will look like fully painted. So this is the last part of the assembly, and then we have a gray color tone with a very, very nice bluish tone at the top. And once that's done, then you move on to the next aircraft, and that's the Super Hornet. Wow, this is really nice. Look at that. Good detail of the cockpit, instrumentation, the assembly right there. The fuselage building right there. The assembly of the landing gear. Again, choices. I remember like a few years ago they were selling a product like a clear stand so you can actually put the aircraft on it so you could show off the undercarriage. And then here's a customization of where you want to put the weaponry, whether you want to put, oh wow, so interesting. So you have the weapon, you have the missiles here, you want AMRAAM, bombs, various types of munitions that you could use. So you have your choice. Okay, we just went a little ahead of ourselves. missiles, the field central line tanks, the canopy. Oh, it comes with its own ladder. Nice. No Tom Cruise figure, unfortunately. And then, of course, the paint job, which is a nice grayish tone. So there's a two-tone of grays there. But of course, the biggest feature of the Hornet is the placement of you have the black wings, the black stabilizer wings, and then you have that black detail that goes from the front of the aircraft all the way back. Oh, and black fuel tanks. That's actually really nice. And then detailing up the weaponry. Let me see here. See labels of product information not suitable for children under the age of 8. No for use under adult supervision. Interesting. So here are all the decals, and I was under the distinct impression that you're going to get the decal for the black strip that goes right on top of it. So that's good, because I was saying to myself that was going to be a very big sheet of decal to just to put the black tone over it. Wow. Let me look at this paint again. So, let's open this up right here. If somebody's asking me if I'm going to hand brush this, you're clearly mistaken. I am not airbrush. I'm not hand brushing this. So here's the glue, and I've heard this is a very good glue product that Revell has come out. And we have the three. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 color tones. So we have 301, which is white silk matte. This has to be probably inside the wheel well. We have number 43, which is medium gray matte. I just dropped the brush, so I'm not going to pick that up. We have number 83. Here we go. So we have 83, which is rust matte. This is the rust color tone. So there is a reddish tone there. 76. This is light gray matte. 91. This is iron metallic. And then the last one, number 57. This is gray matte. So we have two different types of grays. Medium gray. Yeah. So this is going to be interesting how the paint job is going to be. Let me look at the and I see you have letters in there, so it also distinguishes what paint to use. So that, like this seating says E, and E is for khaki brown matte. So you obviously I'm not going to go and buy paints like this. Of course, I have a tremendous amount of acrylic-based paint. And by the way, this is going to be acrylic painted. So I see this color tone, which is, what color tone is this? That's I, that's L. So L is for that 57 one. So that's this color tone, while the P is 76. That's that color tone. Interesting. Alright, so we know that one. And then we have P is the same color, but I see a darker gray, and that's Q. Q. And that is... that is 99. Aluminum metallic. Alright. Alright, so, with that being said, with that... this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting for me to paint all this. Yeah, I'm going to have fun with this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to let you guys decide which one of these guys I should build first. Should I build the Tomcat? Or should I build a Hornet? Just message below, let me know. I'm doing this in between builds of other kits, but like aircraft like this is just simple glue and all that stuff. I will cover the highlights here and there, and then we'll do a final review of this. So I'd like to thank you guys all for watching me display all these parts. And as a matter of fact, no, we haven't even displayed all the parts yet, but yeah, we've already seen it like this, you know. This is cool. But still, yeah. So here's the Hornet, of course. And here is the Tomcat. Message me, or, you know, not message me, comment below which kit I should make, and then I'll proceed.